Not another vinyl horror video. No. Yes, who else has got a Filipino pressing of this? Nobody. It's very precious. Please leave this. It's part of the collection. You don't need to know, okay? And then you just burst into song.
I get high, I get down.
Hi folks, and welcome to another edition of Stevie's Vinyl Cupboard. We're in the studio, the Thread studio. So, vinyl haul, quarterly haul accounts, and also a competition entry for Chef Vinyl Steve. Okay, so let's get to it. What I'll do these in reverse order. So from latest to oldest. First up, we have a bag, and let's get to it. So we've got, adding to the Stones collection, we've got Get Your Yayas Out. So that's $7.99, and I've got one of the rather helpful stickers. Several scratches and marks, plays surprisingly well, some background noise. So that's adding to the Stones. Rob Walker's favourite band, The Ruttles. Yeah, $4.99. Can't beat that, $4.99, and again, lovely mono edition, but many scratches and marks, plays surprisingly well with some background crackle. But I think for $4.99, this is getting my Beatles collection going quite well, I think. Okay, 12th of September, so we've got a bit of 80s here. This was Raw and the Cook, Fine Young Cannibals. Now, I don't like the Fine Young Cannibals that much, but because of their association to the beat, I thought I would get that. Fine Young Cannibals, that was $6.99. Also, 12-inch single, European Sun by Japan, and that's coming in at $3.99. Already got one of these, again adding to the Stones, but I thought I would get another one. It's High Tide and Green Grass by the Stones. That's the stereo. I think that was $7.95, so not a bit hard, a bit harsh, but never mind. Adding to the Beatles again, so we've got another mono, a little bit marked on the back, 7 and 6. Yeah, I love those old jackets. So I think that was actually quite cheap, but it's lost its little description. There'll be scratch and noise on that, but still, I didn't have a copy of that. And also, Over the Road, some inners for £1. Can't beat that. So that was the 12th of September. Okay, so the 5th of September, I got lucky. You'll have seen these on Ian's Ranking the Obscure live stream where I showed them. This was sort of like the mother load. So we've got a big bag full here. New record shop in town. He did have some secondhand stuff in. So I took the chance. Never see this in the wild, and I had this. This was one of my sort of teenage records, and stupidly got rid of it. So Madness, One Step Beyond is kind of like a classic must-have. There's the track listing there. Then, very bizarrely, record I've sort of swung by and let it go. $2.99. Thought I've got to add to my Dylan collection. So John Wesley Harding, quite crackly in places, but a reasonable listen priced accordingly. So for $2.99, can't go wrong in there. Then a record I've never actually ever seen, and this was kind of like a must-have, even though I'm not that into T-Rex. When this came up for £10, so I had to have that. So this is 1970 UK original press, several marks, all superficial, does not play, and some minor background noise, quieter moments. Overall, I think you could say that about anything that age, but very pleased to get this T-Rex into the collection. So $9.99. Also one of the best regarded Stones mono, $3.99. Quite crackly in places. It's, what's it called? Between the Buttons mono, early UK on Decca, priced accordingly, £3.99. So again, adding to the stones, getting quite a bit of stones. Now that would be a normally great haul, but went into the charity shop. The chap had put something by for me. First UK mono pressing with remixed Tomorrow Never Knows flip back cover. It was going to go £33, £32.99. Let me have it for 22. So the Beatles Revolver. Never actually had a decent copy of this. Okay, it's a very cheap copy, but was very, very pleased. And I did later research this, and it's not, he made a mistake, it's not the version. But you know what, I'm still happy to have it. Now that would have been a golden haul, but the icing on the cake, £22.99, but these are kind of £35-40. So yeah, bit short on copies for this, as you know. But that was just sort of like the perfect day, the perfect haul. And the next day, I had some money for a bit of decorating I've been doing. Never seen this in the wild in good condition. I've seen it a couple of times, crappy condition, overpriced. I love the film, and of course it's the last concert, and really it's the got into them because of Neil Young, and probably got into Bob Dylan because of Neil Young, and of course the band. Now it's a bit pricey, it's £20, but this is a guy in the market. He runs a bookshop, and he always plays it, he always cleans it. He said it had been cleaned twice, puts new inners. So it's absolutely immaculate condition. So I thought, triple LP, £20. It's something I really wanted, so I pushed the boat out. So expensive couple of days, but it's been worth it. So 2nd September, if you've been watching my car boot video, you'll have seen the deals I got there. Please stop watching it because it's not a very good video, and it's now the 4th most popular video. People just like a good rummage. Okay, yeah. So the LPs were £1. So we got Simon & Garfunkel bookings, Clannad, so that's £2. And then the 12-inch singles on display were 50p. So we've got Haircut 100, Haircut 100, Duran Duran. Is there something I should know? Harvest Home, Big Country, How to Be a Zillionaire, ABC, the classic Look of Love, and Poison Arrow. All good 12 inches. Harris Pilton would love those. So that was £5.50's worth. Deal was £5, and you can see those in my car boot video. Also, there was a seller doing a half-price sale, stuff priced at half price, but it had another sign, half price, so I just thought it was half price, but it was half price again. So we got John Lennon Shaved Fish, £8, Simple Minds, Live in the City of Light, £8, that was 16. There was Riptide, that came in at 2, and then there were some singles. So we've got another Sex Pistols, Holiday in the Sun, Creatures, Right Now, X-Ray Specs, The Day the World Turned Dayglow, that's a classic. So these are sort of priced up at £3. Finally, a bit of Kinks, Dedicated Follower. And so that all came to price at £30, but he let me have for 15, and then sold me this for £1 as a sort of way of apology, because he charged me 20, then 15. So I actually got that for £1. So French copy of the Beatles. And in that other one as well, for £1, it was also Beatles VHS Yellow Submarine, £1. So the car boot was quite a good experience, but don't watch the video. 25th of August, Beatles singles. So we've got This Boy, I Want to Hold Your Hand. Got a deal on these, so they were priced at I'll Get You, She Loves You, and Things We Said Together, Hard Day's Night, go with my LP, and Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out, £2. So those are all a tenner. Some more inners. I like buying these inners, original kind of EMI 60s ones. Also on that date, I think these were £6.99. I seem to remember I featured these on Ian's. That was nice and clean. Stranglers, No More Heroes. Actually got this, so I'll flip the worst copy and improve it. If anybody knows about this, Jimi Hendrix, original motion picture Rainbow Bridge. Let's have a look. So you've got side. It's quite a. I've never seen that film, and then there's the track listing there. Yeah, so never seen this film. Looks like some sort of hippie meditation film, but looks quite interesting, so give that a spin. I think that was sort of similar price, $5.99, $6.99. This was $6.99 as well. Originally from the Rock Garden in Middlesbrough. It's another Blondie plastic letters that I haven't got. Actually, sorry, that last lot I think was 29th of August, because I went back on the 31st of August and got another help, and I'm down. But love the old Polyphone original covers from that. So that's my Beatles singles collection boosters. Some marks, superficial, does not play. So it had a bit of Bowie as well, and that came in $10.99. So that was okay. So that was the 31st of August. And the 30th of August actually got adding to the Stones as well, but a bit of Hendrix. So we start off a bit of Hendrix, what I say, $3.99, and there's the track listing there. So the Stones, Goat's Head Soup, the classic Goat's Head Soup, $9.99. So getting quite a bit of Stones in, and Hendrix. Record appears to be unplayable, and so priced for cover only, but half of it is sort of okay. Yes, it's scratched to buggery, $1.99. That's the Stones Aftermath. And then I think it was the next day they also had another one, so maybe I can ultrasonically clean these, maybe I can kind of salvage one LP out of the two. There's the track listing there on the Stones. Okay, so end of July, we had to go away abroad for a family reunion and a sort of anniversary funeral ceremony, unfortunately. But coming back, record shop, he put this aside for me for £2. Got the evidence here. So £2, and that was another copy of Tommy. Cover is a bit scuffed, as T said, but actually it's pretty clean, so for £2 can't go wrong with that. Also in the Oxfam shop, Tears for Fears, the classic Everybody Wants to Rule the World, bit pricey, but we'll go with this. $5.99 for a single is a bit expensive, except if it's sort of a quite rare Cocteu Twins one. Perhaps overpaid a little for that. Bit of Jam, Beat Surrender for £1. And also My Generation by The Who with the original Brunswick cover. Now I've already got a copy of this, but Shout and Jimi, but I just fancied it because it had the original cover, so I've got two of them now. I've got a receipt here, 27th of July. So I got the Who. Actually, I've always thought that was an old compilation, but it's pretty modern one on CD. So there's the track listing for that, Then and Now. And with that, I also got a U2 Joshua Tree. And I've got the Joshua Tree original LP, so now I've got an original cassette for the vinyl tag. And there was also Elvis Costello for £1, so I'll bung that in. Also, I've got a receipt here for the 18th of July. I went to the recycling tip. In the UK, we call them the tip. But they've got a little shop where they leave stuff. 50p. So we got Scott Walker singing Jacques Bell for 50p. Pulp, different class, classic for 50p. Not bad. And then actually got Delicate Sound of Thunder live double LP set, 50p. So much so they had another one, so we'll go stereo on that, 50p. So that was at the tip. And coming back in the sort of towards the end of middle of July, something that really added to my Beatles collection is, of course, the Beatles Jigsaw. So we've got Sgt. Pepper's 1000 piece coming in at £3. if you watch my video, from a record shop in the Philippines, then you'll see that I bought a couple of things, so you can watch that video again. Very underwatched video. So we got Icehouse, Love in Motion. I think this is the first version. They redid it, or this has got Street Cafe and Hey Little Girl on it. That's 790 pesos. I don't know how much that was. I think it was either a tenner or 7 quid. And then a 12-inch single of The Farm and Love See No Colour. And last but not least, if you watched Ian's Ranking the Obscure, all the way from the Philippines, some VCLT. So this is a Filipino pressing. I don't see these very often, of Electric Light Orchestra's Out of the Blue. It's not in great condition, I have to say. But you know, it's seen a good life. So double LP Out of the Blue, a little bit scratched. We got an Elvis. It's a Japanese pressing Elvis Jailhouse Rock, and then also I'll VCLT this to somebody else. It is a kind of classic guide, one of those guides from the Uncut magazine. And that's all about Yes. So the whole thing is prog rock, ultimate music guide to Yes. So I'll VCLT that to somebody. I'm not particularly a fan of Yes. So there we go. And also, can't forget, included in that was a very treasured present Challenger Mark II model tank from the Philippines, from Uncle Boy, who would burst into song spontaneously.
Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Yes, Black Gold.
And here we are. This is the SVC Omlette. Get a load of that. So SVC Omlette, bacon and onion, cheese and tomato, and mushroom. I thank you. And so the next job is to sort it all out. So see you in the next video. Where is Concert Buddy when you need him?
Steve's here.
So these are your tanks.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's for you.
Oh,
It'll
break up the collection.
No. That's a Challenger. That's a British Challenger.
Wow, this is very
Yeah.
generous.
And
It's giving me a Challenger tank.
Oh,